Welcome to. Uh, my brain just fizzled out. Welcome to the Pirates of Drinax. We'll be picking up where we left off last week. These guys are aboard the subsidized liner, the Hustwik. They were told that there was a rich prize, in air quotes, coming through the system. And indeed, it did show up. It is running off the grid. It is not making. It's not making a call at any of the ports, evidently. It's doing wilderness refueling, yada yada. They witnessed some fairly erratic behavior. Like it was, I mean, not that listing it would really be a thing in space, but I guess the word fits because it wasn't doing very good station keeping. It wasn't changing course, and it was kind of rolling for no apparent reason. So, I mean, that's listing, right? And so when they got closer, the Hustwik opened fire on them with one of its with both of its beam laser turrets. Didn't hit anything, I don't believe, but um,
We
yeah,
got a what? A whole four points of
yeah,
damage.
yeah. You got a scratch in your paint, and
Yeah.
so yeah, these guys have boarded it and discovered that the bioweapon has evidently been released on the Hustwik. The Hustwik, all of its passengers were Aslan, and these guys went in and they entered the bridge, and there were four degenerate Aslan in there, freaking degens, and Keith got things started. He's not playing around. He just tossed a grenade in. So the bridge is pretty much totaled. I don't think you're going to be flying this ship out of here.
Yeah.
But
No, we'll have to do it from engineering.
yeah, it was somebody like sticking their head out the window. You can see where you're going. But
We could always tie a string and two cans from the sensors to the engineering section.
right, yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, these guys are in the middle of a fight with some degenerate Aslan, and that's where we're at. Before we get started, we would like to thank one of the friends of the Greenwater Guildhall. None of these are sponsorships or partnerships of any kind. They are just products that we really like. And tonight we'd like to thank Fable Beard Company. Fable Beard Company makes beard products such as oils, balms, butters, beard wash, co-wash. They've got spray-on colognes. They have a whole manner of beard care products. There's also FableBeauty.com, which is geared more towards the feminine side. They've got body frosting and hair oil tonic, and they've got shave oil serum and facial scrubs and all sorts of stuff. And all of their products on both sides are different fantasy characters. And tonight I'm wearing the Hero Beard Balm. Smells of a light cologne and gives you a little bit of hold so that you can, if you got wild hairs coming out of your beard, it'll tame that down. But they have a ton of different fantasy characters, so I recommend going through and it will list what the scent profile is, and so you can go ahead and you got some easy roller dice, nice. And yeah, look at what their different scent profiles are. I'm sure that you'll find a fantasy character that will suit your needs. If you are a new customer, you can get a buy one get one free option. Go to fablebeardco.com, create an account, and you can put 2 beard oils into your cart. When you check out, you can use the code FIRST in all capital letters, and that will get you your second beard oil for free. We also have a merch store via Zazzle. Um, all of the proceeds from that store get dumped directly back into the channel, which helps us pay for subscriptions and map software and all, map packs and token packs and Roll20 subscription, and all of that little nitpicky stuff. So if you want to help us out, we've got hoodies, we've got T-shirts and buttons. In fact, we've got a T-shirt and a button with the Pirates of Drinax flag on it, made by Cameron. And we've got a fleece blanket that comes in 3 different sizes, and there is a Beerstein, and I said I was going to do this last week. I really am. I'm going to hopefully this week get that new hoodie up there, which will be the nose art from the Drinax scout ship from Friday night's Deep Night Revelation game. So there will be a new hoodie popping up there. Cross your fingers, it'll be this week. If not this week, it'll definitely be next week. So yeah, if you want to help us out, go get yourself a t-shirt and a button, and we appreciate everything you do. New Braunhaven product has released, the referee screen that I've been testing for the last 6 months. I've finally put it into final production, and it hit the Drive-Thru RPG and Big Geek Emporium. It also includes a section of plot hooks and rumors that can help you jumpstart a one-off game, or possibly even jumpstart your campaign. There's at least one of them in there that could be developed into a short campaign pretty easily. And it also includes an updated map of, or really an expanded map of the Braunhaven campaign world. So that is up on Drive-Thru RPG and Big Geek Emporium for $3.50. So what my recommendation for those are, if you print page 2 through 5, that's where the actual screen charts and whatnot are. You print page 2 through 5 and then on cardstock and then laminate them. They work excellent with Talon and Claw custom DM screens. They should work perfectly with Wormwood Gaming or Dogmite games as well. So, yeah, $3.50. And I'm still waiting. The printers kicked back Tasdantalis's tantalizing tower. There was some measurements off on the spine, but that has been rectified, and it has gone back to the printers. So as soon as I get confirmation and I can order the proof, it will go up for sale for digital, and then print on demand will be coming shortly after that. And that looks like it's going to be $7 for the PDF and about $23.95 for the print book, hardcover, standard color. So that's coming very soon.
Oh, that's cool. Awesome.
So yeah, that's a big one. That took me like 7 months to write.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's cool that it's all done.
Yeah, 335 pages. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff in there. There's probably more stuff in there than one group at a time. Will, like, if you're just following the main plot line, that's probably unlikely you're going to get to all of it. But I don't know. I mean, quite literally, that one book I could probably, if I were to touch every corner of the Imperial Port and the environment around it, I could probably have a weekly group in there for a good 6 months easily. I mean,
cool.
There's a lot of stuff in there. So, all right. So, where we left off, we were in combat. It is Captain Beth's turn. Beth, what? Oh, I need to. I'm gonna move him over here since he is not with us tonight. All right. So, Beth, what would you like to do?
Probably shoot somebody. Let's see.
I think these guys are already kind of effed up, aren't they? Yeah.
They just need to be finished off.
They've already been fragged. They've already been fragged, so they're half dead.
Yeah, and one of them got tore up by Ting's gun drone.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll shoot the one closer to me.
All right.
Let's see if it works out. Ooh, 6. How did I fuck this up?
So wait, you're in your battle dress?
Yeah, I am.
So that adds your dex modifier, right?
Yeah, you get to add what, is it +3 to your dex?
It's +2 to the dex modifier for her.
Oh, okay, that would make it an 8 then altogether.
Okay,
Thank you, Armor, for saving.
That is a hit.
Okay. I was using the, let me see, the heavy Sindalian laser pistol. Ah, okay. I'm tired. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't feel bad. I slept for shit last night personally, and then woke up in the morning with a nice fat stinking migraine. So more
Oh,
more than
geez.
3/4 of my day sitting here like just please go away, please go away, please go away, please go
Oh,
away.
I got
No,
16 for
no,
damage.
I'm staying.
That's exactly what was going on. How much damage did you do?
16.
16. I don't
Somebody's dead.
probably. I need. So the one thing about this book, I think the adventures in this are really good, but it's a little weird. So one thing about it is that these are basically 3 single adventures that they just put into one hardbound book, which is not unusual. I mean, essentially, Pirates of Drinax, the first book, is kind of the same way. There's like what 10 one-off adventures that when you put them all together, it creates the Pirates of Drinax campaign. But, which sounds, 10 one-off adventures doesn't sound like much. It's all that in-between shit that you do. But anyways, so the thing about it, though, is that they treated each chapter, which is, there's 3 chapters, they treated them individually, rather than taking all of the combatants and saying at the end of the book, going, here's an appendix with all the enemies, which is what if I were doing it this way, that's what I would have done. So it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. But this will work. Okay, so 16. He has no armor, which is what I was looking for. How badly is he dead? Yeah, no. He is way dead. So, you're using that new Sindalian heavy laser pistol?
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, you kind of duck around the corner and peg him right in the face, and he drops and crumbles to the floor. There's like the sudden acrid stench of burning fur.
The mercy killing.
Right.
Turn the air conditioner on, please.
Well, after the grenade, the vents are probably clogged with Aslan. So.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, gross.
There's chunks of Aslan everywhere. Did you want to move at all?
I moved a little bit inside. I'm going to tuck into this corner a bit.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
All right. Mr. Keith, what would you like to do?
I'll pop in and shoot him with my laser
All right.
rifle. Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
All right. That is 10.
So that is a +2 to damage.
Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh. Let's see.
I rolled 43.
It's 24.
Jeez. All right. So.
I think he's dead.
Yeah. Probably.
And he scored a pinhole through the ship's hull.
Right. Yeah.
Sucks the body right up against the wall.
So this guy, Keith's laser, when he fires, burns through the guy's legs and severs the femoral artery, and the guy just crumbles to the floor and pretty much drains himself in but a few minutes. Or a few seconds. So that is everybody that was in the bridge. Like I said, that grenade, because I mean that was a 9-meter blast radius. Frag grenades and bridges don't really get along very well. This bridge is pretty much. I don't think that there would probably be a single screen untouched. Electronics are completely foobarred. Like I said, you're probably not going to be flying her out of here.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
This door here leads back to the captain's office, or
All right.
a lot of times a purser will be in there. But this is a subsidized liner, so it's unlikely that it's a purser.
I'm
just the
gonna
captain's office.
open the door and look in there.
Okay.
There's 15 Aslan in there.
I knew it.
Yeah, they're just piled on top of each other. Yeah.
Yeah, and throw in another grenade.
Hold on a second here. Okay. So there is a chair and a small desk and computer terminal in here. That this is the captain's ready room. This room, because the door was shut. I mean, the outside of the door is blackened and shows blast damage, but the inside of the office is untouched. In a very terrible manner, hiding in an attempt to hide behind the desk, there is a female Aslan. And she is ducked down behind the desk, and she does have a... she is armed. She has a snub revolver, but... a pocket snub revolver at that. But she is not pointing it at you, and she is cowering in fear.
Okay.
Is she disheveled? Disheveled?
Yeah, but not as bad as the males that were in the bridge.
Yeah, we need to assure her that all the males are dead, and that we just want to know what happened.
So go ahead and make a persuasion plus charm check.
Okay, let's see. I don't think I'm charming. Damn it. I don't think I made this one. Yeah, persuade 1, rolled 5, so 6. Yeah, I failed it.
Okay, and you don't have a bonus to your charm?
I don't.
So
I'm not charming.
She doesn't. She still has the revolver in her hand.
You guys should try. Maybe one of you will luck out and be more charming.
She kind of cocks her head and looks at you and starts kind of speaking. She's speaking to you in Troc, but you can tell that that even her speech is kind of broken. Like she's stumbling over her own words in her own language.
Okay, so I can speak Troc, so I could probably hear it.
Okay, so yeah, through the external mics, you pick up. She is saying, she's questioning. Were you passengers? Where did you come from? She just keeps rambling. Her her manner is very disjointed. It's clear to Beth that she is obviously just in the way she's standing. She's very shaky on her feet. She's probably infected. It just hasn't progressed as far with her. And Keith, you can hear that some of her words are slurred, and she's it's clear that she's not that her faculties are going to be going soon.
Should we take her to the med bay or Lowbirds or something?
I think we should talk to her briefly. So I wanted to introc say, we've come aboard your ship to try to help. What there was a distress signal. What can you tell us anything about what's happened on the ship?
So yes, she tells you.
I start moving to the cargo bay.
Okay.
No one can stop you.
So the cargo bay is
Good point.
on deck 1. So this or this tube goes both down and up to deck 3, or down to deck 1 and up to deck 3.
Yeah, tell us what you find down there.
Sure. Yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am. 3 miles high, ma'am.
Right.
So she tells you that she thinks about it for a second, and she says that we were a delegation of the Illyrial, and the Illyrial is a it's kind of hard to explain. They're not a powerful faction within the Aslan Herate, but they are gaining traction, and basically this was a diplomatic party, and they knew that the Illyrial being in the Trojan Reach would cause issues, and so
Sure has.
they transferred their diplomatic party to a subsidized liner that they got the captain to agree to staying off of the mains as much as they could, and that the other Illyrial ships went on to another site to be a decoy to draw enemies away. She said that, but at some point, she says we got sick, and she says it happened. It started to happen the next day, the next morning after a dinner meal.
After a what?
After a dinner meal, and
Oh.
she said that several of the delegation members thought that they had been poisoned. And she said, unfortunately, it seems that it progressed quickly in many, not all of us. She says she thinks that she's the last one. There were 18 members of the delegation aboard, but as they degenerated, they started to fight one another. They killed most of the human crew, or killed, as far as she knows, all of the human crew are dead. And they fought amongst each other. She doesn't think that there are any. She's not sure. She says that the few that were left that were semi-lucid were here on the bridge, but as they started to turn on one another, she locked herself in the office.
Smart cat.
Wow. Yeah, we should get her to a Lover.
She needs a kitty box.
Try to save her, if possible, from whatever this illness is. We need to freeze her and see if we can rescue her later.
Okay. So low berths are up on deck 2.
Okay.
That's not too far.
I'm not sure how you get up there other than going all the way down.
Gregor and Beth. Well, Gregor first. Make a recon plus intellect check.
Well, let's see. Recon plus intellect.
That's pretty good. So as you're moving down this corridor aft towards the lift, you hear coming from this door. You hear what sounds like a movie has started playing.
Is it a good movie?
It sounds like an old. It sounds like a fairly old movie.
There's a movie playing in, well, maybe the movie theater.
That's pretty cool. Let's just sit down and check that out. Maybe briefly we can hear it.
Yeah,
Can you hear it?
yeah. I mean, if Beth is moving out, so what is two
'Cause
is
we're going.
two is also cargo hold.
Oh, I thought two. Oh wait, so the low berth.
We're on deck 2. Which
Right,
room
yeah.
is it?
Yeah. So low
Deck
berths are
three.
up here
And
on deck 3.
I don't see any way to get there other than going exactly where I'm going and then going down.
You can go up or down from where you're standing.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're
that's a,
by the med bay.
they must not want people that are in the 9 deck on that deck to come up and come up.
Yeah.
I guess so. So I think you would have a head start on us because you left first.
So Gregor, are you going up or are you going down?
I'm going to deck 1.
Okay. So at the bottom of the tube, there is a iris door. It's not locked. You open it up. In here, you see that there are a number. That most of the cargo hold is empty. There is cargo bay doors here. Most of the cargo hold is empty, but you do see that there are how many? 97. I want to say 97.
97 nuclear bombs.
No. There are 97 shipping containers in here. Not like full-size shipping containers, but like cargo
You mean
crates.
not 10 by 40?
Yeah, no. They're like steamer trunks. And there's 97 of these things in here.
Are they like passenger ones from all the people that got eaten? Maybe?
Well, the only passengers, there was a human crew, but the only passengers were Aslan.
Okay, so that's too many for there to be for each passenger.
Yeah,
okay.
there's 97 of these crates in here.
So I think somebody's gonna have to open one and see what the hell's in there.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think that's the next turn.
So, Beth, what are you doing?
I am escorting this lady to become a meat popsicle.
Okay. Keith, what are you doing?
I'm going to check out the movie theater.
Yeah.
Okay. So you open the door and the lights are low. Make a recon plus intellect check.
Okay. Yeah, I got 13.
Okay. So you see that in the front row there is somebody sitting in the middle seat. And this is a small theater. It will seat 9 people. But you see in the front row, in the middle seat, there is somebody sitting there. And you can immediately tell that this is a fairly tall individual, but they don't seem particularly broad-shouldered, or they are broad-shouldered, but they look thin. And but because the lights are low or off, really, it's dark, and the only light is coming from the 3D screen. You can't really tell from the back of them who this is. And the movie that's playing is an older movie, kind of a staple. It's a romantic detective kind of story that takes place in the Spinward Marches. Um,
It's not Star Wars.
it's not Star Wars, no. So yeah,
Princess Leia.
you just see the person just appears to be watching the movie, and you can tell that they're not dead because every once in a while they move.
Can we tell if they have furry ears?
Yeah.
Well, in the dark, it is hard to tell.
Okay.
They could be rather cat-like.
Could be. Okay. I'm going to risk it and approach them and say, hello.
Greetings,
Okay.
stranger.
Enjoying the movie.
Okay. You. Oh yeah. Awesome.
I'm going to be opening boxes for a while.
Everybody roll
97 turns.
Keith's got it under control.
What'd you say? Roll what?
Everybody roll initiative. That's dismal. So Gregor got an 11.
Yep. But Gregor's a long way away.
Yeah, Keith's got it under control. He's fine.
I don't think it. If this is an Aslan,
Might be a little tricky.
Just run out in the hallway. It's okay.
Well, I mean, you're in battle dress too, right? I mean,
yeah, we're all in battle dress. What
yeah,
the hell?
you know,
We're all in battle dress. We know these guys aren't going to hurt us.
there's a Pirates of Drinax Facebook group, and or maybe it was just a regular Traveler Facebook group. Somebody said they were also a referee or a fairly new referee, and their question was, how do you guys handle when your players get their hands on battle dress? And almost inevitably, every single reply to that was, you don't ever let your players get battle dress, because once they get battle dress, they're impossible. I'm like, dude, just embrace it. I mean, if you're playing Pirates of Drinax and they have access, after they get access to Thieve, pretty much nothing is off the table. I mean, the whole point of Thieve is that it's run by pirates, so they're always going to have good shit there. It's high tech and there's 0 law level, so it is the best of every world. Everybody wants to go to Thieve. It's fucking Disneyland for pirates and mercenaries. So
and it's hard to get there too.
I'm a privateer at the moment, thank you.
yes, you guys are privateers. We've got the paperwork and everything.
Yeah.
So Keith, as soon as you ask if they are enjoying the movie, this Aslan stands up, and he is like one of his. He's got like it looks like he's developed an underbite, and like one of his fangs has been snapped off, and the other one's like got blood all over it. His fur is matted, and you can tell that his fur is matted even in the darkness. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna say
He's a mangy kitty cat. He's rabid.
I'm gonna say in Troc, prepare yourself for death, and I'm going to shoot my laser rifle at him.
All right.
And I'll get a 10.
Okay, that's a +2 to damage.
And you're awful close.
Yeah, I am awful close. Oh, and I'll get a terrible roll. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, you are. So did you add a +1 for short range?
I did not.
So that would be a +3 to damage.
Okay, +3. So that's 16.
Ooh. Holy smokes. So this would be a major wound. Because he just took all of his
Endurance and
in one shot. Yeah. Roll a d6.
Okay.
There you go.
5.
So torso.
Hmm.
He's going to be at a -1 on all physical checks. Speed is reduced by 1 meter. So, oh well, you know.
It's pretty close to me still, but
Yeah, that's not going to stop him from getting to you.
Yeah.
So that is a major. What are minor wounds? Just out of morbid curiosity. Wound effects. Oh, minor wounds have no additional effects. Well, okay. So yeah, yeah, he's going to be -1 to all physical checks. Speed is reduced by 1. You see that he. At first, you thought that he was holding a club. It's not. It's somebody's leg,
Oh, geez.
from about the ankle to the knee.
That's gross.
Gross, yeah.
so you're going to get whopped on side of the head by somebody's thigh.
Right, yes. Did you want to move at all?
Yeah, I do want to move. I'm afraid of this guy, so I'm going to back out. I think I can go about there.
Yep. Okay. So, Gregor, you are in here, and you decide you're going to open one of these crates, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, the crate that you open, you see that this particular crate is full of platinum ingots.
Hey, platinum dudes.
Let's get this on the ship, man.
Well, let me open a few more.
The next one that you open, the next crate that you open, you see is full of silver ingots.
Silver. That's good. I like silver.
Yeah.
I may
Can
put some silver inlay on my
Depends on how
cutters.
much of this is platinum.
Okay.
So in total, there are 97 of these containers, full of precious metals. They are all silver and platinum. Each container has a nominal value of 50,000 credits, and there's 97 of them.
Okay, so we should
Not bad.
try and load up as many as we can after we freeze this lady.
Don't
I guess.
forget, you guys are on the clock. There is a system defense boat heading towards you. Should be here in about 14 hours.
Yeah.
How long do you think it'll take to get these on the ship?
90. Well, you guys do have the benefit that you are in battle dress,
Yeah.
which means that Gregor
Well,
just getting up and down this tube was probably you had to do some contortion to get up and down. You could barely fit through doors, but 97 containers. I mean, that's going to take a while.
That's in the cargo hold, is that right?
Yep, he would have to bring it up to deck 2, all the way over, and then get out through the airlock here. I mean, you could theoretically have Shenanigans come around and
that's what I was
dock her
thinking.
cargo
we
right here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Then we can just shove them out. We'll do that when we're ready to go, though. We're gonna deal with stuff on here first.
Hey,
and see
that's
if maybe-
2.85 million.
That's not too bad. It's something.
Well, at least the prince will be happy. What's he
Yeah.
do?
I hope.
We're going to give it all to him.
Well, and this is a bonus on top of what you were told was here. You were told that they were carrying hard currency.
Somewhere.
Yeah, we need to figure out where that is.
Well, there are 2 other cargo holds here and here.
Okay. So that's closer to you. You can deal with that after you kill a guy, I guess.
After you kill
Okay.
some folk.
Yeah.
The degenerate feral Aslan. Let's see. So you can move. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you can't. You can move 3. So he could theoretically move 9 if he wanted to. He's going to move 6 and get right up into Keith's face, and he's got this leg over his head, and he's swinging it around, and he's like going batshit. But that's about all he can do because he was just. It's clear that he's having some breathing issues because he's got a laser burn through his chest. It would be a sucking chest wound, but it cauterized, so...
Yeah.
Is that still a sucking chest wound, I guess? You can feel a breeze every time you exhale. Or inhales, rather. Beth, you get up to the 2nd floor, and she is... she can hear what's going on down the corridor. Of course, she couldn't see around this bend in the corridor here. They conveniently stuck a bathroom right there. And so she's clearly spooked.
Okay.
And as you're going, she says that she's paranoid, and she says, you know, as you're climbing up the tube, she says, "Do you think that that one of our own people put it in the food? Oh my God, we were all eating in the galley or in the dining hall last night, or a couple nights ago."
I don't remember. When we encountered this before, wasn't it aerosol based?
Yes, but you did find on the base on Tic Tac, the laboratory, the secret laboratory, you found that they were experimenting with different methods of delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that one of the methods was putting it in food.
Well,
Another one was they were gonna get the birds to eat it,
Right.
and then have the Aslan eat the birds.
So the test that was going to be done on Tic Tac was it Tic Tac? I forget. But you stopped the ship from doing the test, and I believe with a nuke. And,
Yeah.
but one of the tests was that they were going to do a low-level bomb over like a forested area to infect the wildlife, which they knew probably wouldn't kill them, but then the Aslan would hunt the wildlife, eat the meat, and would contract the disease that way.
Well, I'll tell her that we'll do tests on things from the galley.
As you get to the top of the ramp, you see that there's a degenerate Aslan in the hall, and he's just kind of stalking up and down the hall. He's dragging his dew claw along the wall, like leaving scratch marks as he's walking. If
you notice there's a seawell,
for his part, ooh, this is going to be rough.
That's a long way away. You need a laser rifle or something like that, or a Gauss
No,
rifle.
I'll shoot him in the head.
The carbine would do it.
Well, that's better. Oh, he does notice you and immediately turns around and drops into like a combat stance. He's going to be heading in your direction.
Okay, she needs to stay behind me.
Okay.
Okay.
I will let you shoot if you would like.
Yes, please. Oh, cool.
And you're shooting that pistol again?
Yes. So that
Uh,
should be 12 altogether.
what's the range on that?
20 meters. Not too far away.
Maybe. Let's see. How many squares is it?
I don't know how long one square is.
He is 14 squares away. I'm going to give it to you because it comes out to 21 meters.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
So, yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to give it to you. Close enough. But that is a -1 for long range, so.
Okay.
So that makes it, what, a 9?
It was 12. So
It was 11.
So
yeah.
11. So
Okay.
+3 to damage.
Eight.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh. Yep, that does a number on him, too. Roll a d6.
5.
So you hit the torso. He's going to be at a -1 for all physical check speed, and his speed is reduced by 1 meter.
All right.
Okay. Keith, what would you like to do with the Aslan that's right up in your face?
I have a question. If I have a minor action, can I switch weapons?
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So I think I'll swap to my sword
Okay.
and swing at him with my sword.
Yeah, I mean, your other option would be to use the rifle as a club.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm better off with the sword. I like the sword.
Sure.
Okay. Ooh.
So that would be your melee blade plus your choice, either strength or dex.
Oh wow. Okay. So that's 14.
Okay. So that is a +6 to damage and is going to be a critical hit.
Will you like cut him in half, like anime style, so the halves like that?
Yes, right. Yeah, where they slowly slide off. Yeah.
So that's 14.
14. Okay. Well, roll a d6.
1.
That is, you cut into his head.
Nice.
And roll 2d6.
Okay. 4.
Will die unless given prompt medical assistance. If he survives, they will lose the limb that was injured, or an eye, or suffer some similar major permanent injury.
It lose his head.
Yeah, his head's going to fall off. This can, of course, be repaired with cybernetics, but the process will be slow and expensive. So you drop your laser rifle and draw your sword and swing up, and yeah, you slash across his face and through one of his eyes, pretty deeply, and he goes down unconscious.
Nice.
He's done. All right.
So yeah, he is. Yeah, he'll probably bleed out here in a few minutes, and luckily for right now, he's in a coma. So I mean, it all works out for him.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to move?
I want to open the door next to me.
Okay.
That's many actions.
So you open up this this smaller cargo compartment, and you do find a large a large trunk style cargo container.
Interesting. I
And
guess
you can tell that it's from the Aslan because it has the Allyral logo emblazoned on the top of it.
oh nice. Well, I want to open it, but I think I have to wait till next turn.
Yes.
Exactly.
So, Gregor, what would you like to do now that you know that there's 97 containers holding precious metals?
I move back to the whatever it is, the crawl space,
Yes, the crawl space. Yes.
and go back up to deck 2.
Okay, so you are back at deck 2. The Degen Aslan. Is 9, 10, 11, 12. He runs up and gets right up on your face.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And he is basically in a full raging charge.
All right.
What would you like to do?
I also have a cutlass. Maybe I should go for that because the range is so close. Or wait, I got melee unarmed. Maybe I should punch him with my super
Yeah, you could do that.
strength. I'll just punch him in the face. And then one, and then 3. Okay. Ten.
Okay. So, let's see. 1d plus your strength modifier. Don't forget your suit. So 1d plus your strength modifier plus 2 is damage.
7.
Yikes. You punch through a starship hull. Yeah, you smack him. He's running up all crazy pants on you, and you smack him and stop him dead in his tracks.
Yeah.
He doesn't go down, but I mean, when your fist hits, you feel a crunch, like not just his nose, but probably a cheekbone is now busted.
Nice.
All right, Keith, you crack open this chest and find that page.
Aslan credit chicks.
Yes, there is about 60 mega credits worth of hard currency in here, and it appears that some of it they've already spent some of it. Now, what they were doing, what she told Beth is basically that the Allyral, they were, what were they doing? Essentially, they were going around to these different Aslan Ihati groups, and their mission was basically trying to garner goodwill with them, and so that's what they were spending this money on. They were buying these Ihati camps, supplies that they needed, or providing them with loans, low or no interest loans, so that these camps could potentially thrive. And so some of the money's been spent, but there's still 60 million here.
Awesome. I will figure out how to get this back to the ship as soon as possible, but I want to check the other cargo hold next to me.
I'll do that.
Yeah, let Gregor do it.
I'll let Gregor do that.
Except the other one's a bomb, and I'll open it up and it'll blow up.
So yeah, so Gregor, using all 3 minor actions, you can actually get right up in there. And in here, that is Ray. Sorry, I'm looking for my random loot table.
What an interesting thing.
Yes.
I guess I better I have a hell of a lot of reading to do before I try and referee one of these.
There we go. Roll 2D. Oh, a 9. Interesting. You find in here 2 ton. Well, you find 1 ton of pharmaceuticals, and these are Aslan pharmaceuticals. These are the biocapsules that Aslan have to eat with their meals for eating off-world food. Roll another 2d6. So you find 2 tons of pharmaceuticals. The other pharmaceuticals are medical, are standard medical, Aslan first aid medical supplies, drugs, aspirin,
Looks good to me.
antibiotics, things like
I
that.
think maybe we ought to haul these to number 8 and get them back to our ship. Since I think we docked at 8.
That's right. We should get them back to the ship and then tell Shenanigans to move.
So it says that by hand, and we'll give you. Well, we'll say that it's by grappling arm because you guys are using suits, but it will take 1 minute per ton to transfer
Okay.
cargo.
I think you guys can do it.
Okay.
No, well, actually, no. It's 1d minutes per ton.
Okay.
So
That seems more
so
realistic.
about 2 minutes per ton. And each one of the cargo containers down in the cargo hold, each one of those 97 is 1 ton. But like I said, you've got this big cargo airlock right here. So I mean, you don't have to transfer it very far.
Do we have a droid on this Shenanigans?
I don't think so. We had like King had the gun thing, but I don't think we brought any real help like that.
I think Shenanigans does have one thing that would help, though.
You think maybe we'd have a forklift? I used to drive those when I was a young
They
person.
did have a cargo loader bot, but they ended up trading it for some goodwill.
That's right.
Let's see here. Systems. Yeah. So Shenanigans has a loading belt.
No, that'll help.
So like a conveyor belt? Or...
Essentially, yeah, it'll go from the airlock into the cargo bay. So if you can just get it to the door, you can load it up onto the loader belt, and it'll automatically pull it into the bay.
You're going to prioritize the credit chips thing.
Credit chips are going with me. I'm just going to carry those first.
And I'm going to start carrying the meds as well.
Start carrying the what?
The meds.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm going to carry them to number 8, and then we'll just drop them in the...
I got to beat this Aslan first.
Okay, so next round you guys can start moving towards the cargo hold, so you're going to have to move all the way back here because Shenanigans is in the process of jockeying to a different airlock. So this Aslan, he
growls and spits at Beth.
Probably.
But all his teeth have been broken and his jaw is hanging loose.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got two black eyes.
He's at -2 off the top.
He's drooling bad.
I probably messed up his brain with that mega punch.
So he
He's
is
gonna
at
he's gonna try and gnaw on
one.
your knuckle.
Yeah, he's
But,
going to try and
but he's
attack
got a
you.
broken jaw.
He doesn't appear to really care about or he doesn't have any recognition of the fact that you're in battle dress, and he's going to attempt to attack you with his dew claw.
Good luck, buddy.
Have fun, dude.
He does hit.
Wow.
Doesn't even leave a scratch. It sounds like chalk going across a chalkboard.
So yeah, he scratches a line for 5 points of damage, and you know, but I mean your battle dress at this point is pretty banged up anyway, so it's
Yeah.
you're probably not even going to notice. You're like, hey,
Valiant effort, sir.
Another glory hole.
yes, all right, Captain Beth. You're just gonna
I got.
smack him again.
Yeah, I rolled boxcars, so
Oh shit! All right, so
How can you miss when he's only 2 feet away?
you'd be surprised.
She gets extra points for being close.
No, she's melee, so
So
Yeah.
you rolled boxcars. Then what's your strength on top of that? So what's or
so
dex, your choice.
So my strength's usually +1. It says the suit gives you dex or strength +6, so I added another one. So I think
that would be another 2.
it'd be another 2. Okay, so strength is +3, and then melee unarmed is 1. So 4 altogether. So that's 16.
All right, so that is going to be a critical hit. Roll 1d. Roll 1d plus your strength modifier +8.
Okay, I rolled a 1. +3 is 4, +8 is 12.
Okay. Well, just out of morbid curiosity, roll 1d.
Okay. 4.
So you slammed him in the torso. And roll 2d.
4.
So you punch this dude in the chest so hard that your fist goes through his sternum. And he kind of gurgles for a minute and then dies kind of slumped onto your arm as you're inside of his chest. And you kind of have to pull him off.
I hope the lady didn't see all that.
No, she did. She did. She was trying to hide, but she saw it.
And she got a big grin on her face.
No, I mean,
I think she's glad I'm on her side.
She is, for an Aslan, even a female, she is uncharacteristically frightened of everything. But yeah, now you're covered in the goo. So you're continuing on up to there, correct?
Yep, marching my gooey.
You have his heart in your hand.
Yes. So let's see. 1, 2.
Mr. Eve, where'd you go? Mr. Eve? What'd you want? I know you want your treats, but it's not time yet. Meow. I heard you.
So you guys, so Keith and Gregor, you each grab a ton of parts. Here we go
And
again.
start dragging.
Right, right. Give me just. Okay. So yeah, you guys grab your respective crates and drag them up, or rather down to deck 1. And like I said, there is still, shenanigans is over here. She's docking. And there's still 1 ton of pharmaceuticals up in the aft smaller cargo hold. Beth. You almost make it up there. Beth, roll a recon plus intellect check.
13.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I put you in the wrong spot. I didn't see this one. So this actually would connect.
Oh, to there. Okay. From the middle.
But would it? Where does that go?
I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it?
I mean, it looks like it would connect to this one, but it also looks like this is a straight line all the way through. Because this one can only go down. So, and this one looks like it goes up. I wonder if this goes to the surface of the ship. That's weird.
No idea.
That must be what it is. We can go EVA.
Possibly, yeah. That's, huh. All right.
Does it go to the part on deck 4?
I know where it goes. Yes, it goes up here to deck 4 to the launch.
Oh.
I see.
Gotcha.
So actually, you are in here and you are getting her set up in a freezer pod. Now, she isn't real thrilled by the idea of that. But as you are, so the door to the, she's kind of standing in the iris valve, so it can't close, and she's kind of nervously looking around at all the cryopods, and you hear somewhere to the aft, you hear a cabin door open, and you hear some movement.
Mm. How many of these things are there?
57.
And she is nervously looking over her shoulder. She says, "Did you hear that?" You can make if you would like, you can make a persuasion plus charm check to try and talk her into getting into one of these pods.
Okay. Come on. Oh, damn it. See, guys. No way. A 3.
Okay,
I did a bad job.
she is she looks like she is on the verge of about to run. Like she is terrified at the idea of getting into one of these things. Almost like maybe she's claustrophobic, which I mean, you know.
You have a stunner, dude. You have a stunner, Captain?
No, but there's like 8 metric tons of drugs. I'm sure there's something to calm her down in there.
That other ton of pharmaceuticals has a lot of catnip in it.
All right.
Get real wide. So
do I hear what she's talking? I heard what she's talking about, though, right?
Yeah, she's like, "Did you hear that? I think there's somebody coming."
There might be. Does she want to run? I guess.
Here's a place to hide.
We've got a place to hide. It's
in the pod.
In the pod.
In the coffin.
That was not a good sell, from what I can tell. I did a bad job of selling that as a hiding place.
such as life, Captain.
Yeah, I can't convince everybody.
It's going to take a while to move 97 containers of metal.
Yeah.
True.
Sorry, I'm just checking something out. What did I say that?
3 hours.
So far we got what? 70 million. That'll keep the prince happy. Of course, only keep his palace fed for about 3 weeks.
Okay. So as you're trying to convince her to get into one of these pods, and she's kind of nervously looking over her shoulder, you see. See, that was 11. Not as bad as I thought. You see her suddenly arch her back as an Aslan degen from behind comes into the doorway and slashes her
Oh shit!
with his dew claw.
If only she'd gotten in the pod.
Isn't that always the way, you try to do something for a cat for their own good, and you have to run away and make it complicated.
And they say no.
Right, yeah, they're like,
I didn't think of it first, so it's not going to happen.
Once again, everybody can roll initiative. That's wrong.
You still got 11. Okay. I won't have to change it.
So Gregor got a 9. And Keith's back is still at 11?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so Keith, you are still loading. Yeah, you're. I would say
Are
that
you whistling while you do it?
I would say that you've probably thrown the crate of currency onto to the loading belt, and it is currently moving into Shenanigans cargo bay.
Awesome. Good work.
Where would you like to go from there? Are you just going to start in on the 97 crates, or?
Yeah, I think I'll start in on the 97 crates and see if I can get as much as possible of that done.
Okay, so we'll put you over. Oop, that's the wrong one. You over here. Okay. Gregor, what are you doing? Are you going back upstairs for the second pharmaceutical crate?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that actually, it's amazing how far you can get in these. The feral is going to make another slash on our poor baby girl here.
Please, God.
How much damage did the first slash make?
11.
Oof.
So this one's not as good. Ooh. Okay. He slashes her. She is now turned around, and he slashes her, and her chest is opened up. She's bleeding pretty profusely. She is going to return fire. Not nearly as good, though. one. Oh, she's at -4.
Yeah, I'm sure being murdered this year ain't no good.
Yeah, she flounders like a cheerleader in a horror movie, and she doesn't hit shit. Um, not that he's laughing about it at all. He's too wobbly in the brain to do anything about it. So Beth, what would you like to do?
Um, shoot him. Do you think I can? I mean,
Yeah.
I know it's a risk of hitting her, but she's like gonna die anyway. It's really the point. Seems like.
Well, I mean, you could with your minor action take a step between these pods.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll definitely do that. Okay. Um, so I got 8 altogether.
That is a hit. No bonus damage, but it gets through.
15.
Ooh. So that roll a d6.
3.
Torso. So he's at -1 to all physical checks, and his speed's reduced by 1. So you stitch him like you burn a line across his chest, and uh, that got him pretty good. But he's still up, and he lets out a very fugly roar. Keith and Gregor, you can hear this roar over the comms.
Oh, jeez.
Don't worry about me.
Yeah, I was just gonna check in on the captain and say if you need any assistance.
No.
All right, I'll continue what I'm doing.
Okay.
Golden crates.
So yeah, you continue working on those crates. Gregor, roll a recon plus intellect check. Okay. You hear to the aft. You hear a one of the high passage doors open.
Oh shit.
And let's see.
Of course, we only got what, 16 more hours to go before before we have to get out of here. And 10 Aslings shall come out of the high passage stateroom.
Oops. And he heard you and comes running down the hall and gets right up into your face. So what would you like to do?
I'd like to shoot him with my auto pistol.
I'll let you shoot him with your auto pistol before he gets up that close to you. He's like right there.
I mean, I could shoot him my shotgun from there, but
Yeah, that works too. That's a hit.
Hey,
No bonus damage, but that is a hit.
and a shotgun is
Shotgun.
4D. 4D.
Yes.
Not very good.
Well, that's
It got his attention though.
yes, yeah. So you let's see, but
You would have thought this guy would have come out when I walked down the hall the first time.
you think, yeah, but they're crazy, right? Uh, let's see. Yeah, go ahead and roll 1d. 5 torso. So he's at -1 on all physical checks, and speed is reduced by 1 meter. He took a bunch of buckshot, or a slug, directly to his torso, and you definitely put the slowdown on him. Degenerate Aslan, he is going to, I think he's going to finish what he started. He's at a -1.
He's still going after that poor female?
Yep.
He must be in heat.
2, 5, 6. And he just hits. 5 points. And he slashes across her chest, and she goes unconscious.
Oh man.
All good deeds must be punished.
That's wrong.
Right? This Aslan, he's going to go up and he's going to attempt to dew claw Gregor. Yes, he's at a -1. Gotcha. He misses terribly. Yeah, he takes a swipe, and even though he doesn't really have to, Gregor actually goes, whoa, kind of steps back, and he just whiffs it terribly. Beth, what would you like to do?
End this spell, hopefully. Let's see. So that's gonna hit 12 altogether.
Ooh. So that is a +4 to damage.
Wow. 25, right?
Holy
I did really great.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Almost max damage. Pretty damn close.
yeah, you can go ahead and roll a d6.
4.
So you pump a round of laser fire right through his central artery, and he drops to the ground dead.
Are there? Is anybody in these low birds, or are they all empty?
They're all empty.
Oh,
The ship didn't have any low passengers.
all right.
So Keith, you can hear grunts and whatnot still coming over the comm system, but this time you can tell that that sounds way gruffer than the captain.
Oh, it sounds like you're doing well, Captain. Thank you.
Going upstairs, maybe.
Well, you probably would have, like, on your heads-up display, because you're in battle dress, you would have You know who the comments come from. You know it's coming from Gregor.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Gregor, do you need assistance?
No,
Okay.
Keep loading
I'll
boxes.
keep loading boxes.
I'm getting ready to slug this guy.
Okay. Gregor, what would you like to do?
Let's
So
see.
you could use your shotgun as a club.
And I have a pistol,
You
and
have
I
a
have a,
yeah. You could also use a minor action to draw your pistol and
I
fire,
also have a blade.
or you could stab him. Yeah.
Or I could just hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna
talking
just
about your
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
draw.
just
let's
hit
see.
him.
The difference between, let's see, unarmed does 1d and a club does. So if you hit him with the shotgun, that's an extra 1d of damage.
Well,
I
at
mean,
this stage,
you're talking
I'm
about
hit.
1d versus 2d for damage if you club him with the shotgun.
If I shoot him with the pistol, it's still 2D.
Right. Auto pistol?
No, it's 3D minus
3d
3.
minus 3. So yeah, I mean, if
AP2.
you have AP2 for your auto pistol,
Yeah.
why? Is it a Gauss pistol has no? It should, or unless you're using special ammo, it shouldn't have AP2.
Okay. I must have used the wrong. That's a T5. I think I got that from T5.
Oh yeah, no, there's a yeah. The standard auto pistol is just 3d minus 3, but there is armor piercing ammo for it. But I mean, this guy's not wearing any armor, and I mean, if we're really gonna be sticklers about ballistics, an armor piercing round going through somebody that's not wearing armor actually does less damage than a regular round does,
It
because
sure does, because it's not going to expand.
right, it doesn't expand. It's designed to punch and keep going.
So what do I use here for a hit?
You would just make if you're so. Are you firing the pistol then?
Yes.
So it's just gun combat slug plus your dex modifier, and
And does the
you
dex the armor count?
yes, and you get a +2 for point blank.
So I have 3. I get +5 for the suit,
Yeah,
and plus 2 for this being close.
yeah.
14.
You rolled a 3 and a 1 and still got a 14. So that is a +6 to damage,
Which is
and it's going to be a critical.
+6.
Yep.
Which means it's now +3. $12.
Okay.
I don't imagine after the shotgun blast, he's doing too good.
Yeah, no, he is not. Roll 1d.
2.
You hit him in the arm. Roll 2d.
7.
So you draw your pistol and fire, and the round nearly takes his arm off. His arm is shattered just above the elbow and is basically held onto the rest of his body by tendons and a little bit of meat, but the bone is completely shattered. He will die unless given prompt medical assistance, and he will suffer permanent effects. He will lose 1d from strength, dex, or endurance, and d3 from all of his other stats.
Nice. Dang.
Yeah, you effed him up, so yeah. That's actually, though, if he's going to lose 1d from any one, strength, dex, or endurance. Well, it's not looking good for him. So he's going to lose an additional 4 from strength. And D3, D3 from all of the others. You know, if he... Interesting. All right. From the shock of this attack, he turns white and dies. Basically has a coronary on the spot and dies.
Thank God.
Wow. Nice job.
So I can get back to the real work of carrying this money back out.
Yes.
So I'm gonna draw some like a
So
blood.
we got $20
sample.
million apiece.
Probably.
So Beth, did you want to? She is unconscious. Did you want to attempt, first aid on her, or just stuff her in a low berth?
I mean, it seems like she's really messed up. Is there any chance of her surviving if I do medical? If I do some first aid?
Well, so here's the thing. I mean, you never found any kind of cure because, of course, they weren't researching that. So even if you do first aid on her, she would still end up probably,
He's gonna fight us.
further degenerating to the point where she would go feral and
eat people.
Right, and eat people.
I think I'm gonna put her in the low berth, and before I turn it on, I'm gonna like take some blood and maybe have like a sample of that. Maybe we can do something with it on like Tech World or something.
Okay, so you
compare it to other samples.
So you are setting her up in a low berth, and you are taking a blood sample. Gregor, you are coming back, and you get down to the cargo bay, and you see Keith dutifully, loading crates onto the.
Good job, Keith.
So between the two of you,
we got to give you an extra $100,000.
Between the two of you loading these crates, you should be able to get it done in about probably about another hour and a half.
I want to try and look at the food too, though, if I can get a chance to go look up in the kitchen and common area.
Okay, so so Beth, you get up here, and this 3 is the galley. So this is where basically this is the wait staff and the kitchen staff would make meal, or the steward would make meals to serve to people in number 4, which is a large common area. Basically, it is their dining hall, kind of a luxury dining hall kind of situation. And number 5 is a common area where they can, where crew can, or passengers can basically, it's like an observation deck.
Okay.
In the good, do you have investigate?
I do.
I'm gonna make an investigate plus an intellect check.
Okay. Yay, box card.
Nice.
15.
Okay. So you start poking around the galley, and you find a couple of things. The first thing that you find is a small box of these biocapsules that would be served with every meal. And in the refrigeration system, you see that there are a number of there's a couple of things. The first is the refrigerator is full of already slaughtered carcasses that are ready to be served to the Aslan. And you also see that there are a number of cages that have small live creatures. They almost look like monkeys, kind of. And they're quite noisy. These would actually be served to the Aslan live.
Ooh, gross.
Yeah, Aslan prefer their food live. The food in the refrigerator would usually be served on a type of bot that has little spikes sticking off of it, and they would stick the food on it because the Aslan like to chase the robot to simulate hunting. But while poking around near the box where the capsules, where the biocapsules are, you find a bio container that would have been used to infect this food. The other thing that you find is that the bio container has a sticker slapped on the side of it that says that it came from #1 port.
Well, that wasn't smart of them to leave all this evidence all over the place.
#1 port?
Yes,
Oh.
you're in the #1 system.
Yeah, that's right.
And the biocapsule container has a freight sticker on it that it came from. What's this guy's name? It came from Genville Igishku, who you talked to. He's the guy who told you that the Hustwik was going to be in system and was such a big prize.
Ooh.
He was the guy that wore the coveralls with a suit jacket.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, nice. So he set us up with a trap.
Maybe knowing them. What do you think?
I think he knew, but let's check him out and find out.
Okay.
I think it's easier just to nuke him.
just sneak him from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Yeah, let's nuke their high port. That's a good idea.
Yes. One shot on the high port, send it right into the mountaintop for the down port. You can get 2 with 1. Okay, so another hour and a half or so, and you guys are loaded up and ready to be back on shenanigans. I take it that you want to go back to the downport and have a discussion with Genville?
Or do we want to? We've got the system defense boats.
We could just get out of here and come back later and deal with him if we want. But it seems like if he's doing that, or if he's responsible for this, he could be doing this to other places as well. We should probably find the source of this bio.
Yeah, we should find
And
out.
I think the prince would like to have his money.
Yeah. It's really, I'm going to leave it up to Captain.
I am really sick of Aslan rabies.
Aslan rabies.
I want to go talk to him.
Okay.
Are we going to say anything to the system defense boat while we go by?
Wave at him.
Hi, it's kind of empty in there now.
We have to have the system defense boat.
We put the last one that was alive in the icebox.
Do we have to pass the system defense boat to get to him?
They're still like 13 hours out.
Yeah. They're, well, at least 12 hours out.
And it's going to take us, take us 15 hours to get into the 16 hours, whatever, to get into the.
Yeah, and I mean, it's space. You can give them a pretty wide berth.
Right.
Yeah. I think they will notice that our ship is leaving this one.
That's true.
So
Tink needs to get on the comms and babble at them.
I think we should get out of here, honestly. But
okay. I guess I'm pretty sure the system defense boat will follow up on this guy too, since he stupidly left his name and stuff all over everything. I mean, I didn't take anything. I just noticed
Yeah. That way we can just send a message to the defense boat saying this boat is contaminated with a bioweapon that infects Aslan and we're leaving.
We could let them know that, yeah.
Yeah, we found the container in the kitchen.
I mean, you know,
Send a picture of the container, you know.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Okay. So you're radioing the system defense boat and informing them about the biohazard and.
Yeah, and the source of it.
Okay. So.
Wait, is that a dead end for us then, of finding out where this is from, or?
If we do that, we might not be able to track it down anymore.
Well, that's kind of a big problem.
Yeah.
It seems like whoever's doing it can pay people to look the other way. So.
Okay. So we could come back here with more force and be in better shape. Or
Yeah.
we could,
I don't want to particularly fight a ship with this. Fight another ship with this ship.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, I mean you've got the missile rack and 2 beam lasers and a sandcaster. I mean, she's good at, you know, she's designed to, you know, try to keep somebody at bay. She's almost built like a blockade runner. You know, a couple warning shots and go as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And I guess it's already out there now. We should probably just focus on trying to find a treatment or a cure.
Yeah, we could go to Tech World and try to get a cure.
Yeah, because the source is good to know, but also
it'd be helpful. It'd be helpful if we let the Aslan know what we found. That guy that pretend Lord clan leader that we helped save his son. Maybe he can send people here to figure it out.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
So here's your map. You are at number 1.
Number 1.
Tech World is all the way down here.
We should go to Drinax first. Switch ships and get out of this ship.
Okay, yeah. As to not arouse suspicion.
Yeah.
All right, back to Drinax.
We were undercover, and that's why we're in this ship.
Of course. Do you feel like astrogating or plot over there?
So if you would be astrogating, I believe, probably for Noricum, for your first jump. It looks like the fastest way, and then
Marduk, Torpol.
Yeah, Noricum to Ogma, or actually probably safer to go Noricum to Marduk, Marduk to Torpol, and then Torpol to Drinax. So go ahead and make your first astrogation check.
Yeah, 15.
Ooh, okay. Yep. So, okay. Who wants to make the engineering power plus intellect or education check?
Me. Six. 10.
10. Okay. And Keith, you can make the engineering J drive plus intellect or education check with a +7.
I can't miss. But
right.
Let's see. So, 20.
When it's that high, I should jump it just to break up the work from doing more.
So, are you guys doing anything in particular in the week of transit?
Science.
We're cleaning the yuck off of Beth's battle dress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. It's probably
Spending some time
horrible.
polishing her battle dress, using some Bondo for all the dents and whatnot.
Yeah, we should clean up our battle dress. All of ours.
And your cutlass, you need to check the blade, maybe even sharpen it.
I can't do anything to the hole while we're in jump space, right?
No, it is not recommended to be walking out on the hull of the ship. I mean,
That's what I thought.
yeah, just doing that could disrupt the bubble, so
Yeah,
would be bad.
definitely.
I have a science kit, but I doubt it's enough to evaluate the things we got.
So this is. Oh. So a week goes by, you polish up your battle dress, get everything cleaned and maintained and fixed up in the week. Coming out of jump, when you emerge from jump in Noricum, there is a small convoy moving through Noricum, which means I need this other. Wrong book.
We need Ting to talk to him.
Yeah, we do.
Hi, y'all.
Let's see which convoy.
We're just nobody over here. Don't you just ignore us?
We're not really a known quantity in this ship, so we're probably okay.
So who wants to? I mean, I don't know if you come out of jump. Are you? So your transponder was kind of turned off.
Oh yeah, we should have it on
Passive.
passive.
Okay, so passive. I mean, your choice. Passive means that you'll only ping if somebody actually pings you first. Active means you're constantly saying, "This is who we are."
Yeah, passive fine.
So yeah, your passive sensors, as you come out of jump, you pick up there is a number of ships at very long range.
Yeah, okay.
Which means there it is. Sensors at very long range. Yeah, you're not getting a whole lot. You have minimal visual, minimal thermal, minimal EM, minimal active radar lidar, no passive. Oh, so they're not showing up on your passive radar lidar at all. No NAS and no densitometer with passive.
Okay.
But if you
So we
want,
don't
you
even
can
know.
do an electronics sensors plus intellect or education check.
Anybody have sensors?
I have two. I swear that Gregor has more. All right.
I have 0, but I have intellect.
Oh, okay. I got two. I can do that. Don't worry. 14. Heck yeah.
Okay, so at 14, so you for visual, you are picking up a pretty basic outline of these ships. You're picking up that they are moving under power and that their reactors are turned on, and I mean you're picking up passive EM from them. Meaning their passive sensors are probably active. They haven't made any attempts to communicate with you, but they are pinging They are pinging as convoy DW744. From the minimal visual shapes that you're picking up, you are picking up that the convoy consists of uh, 3 ships that look like either a far trader or a free trader. You can't tell. And the lead ship in the convoy looks like a subsidized liner.
You think they want the D's to break up our fleet?
The three traders are pinging as the Chassimere, the Clunket, and the Far Jump, and the subsidized liner is pinging as Graceful Lady.
Well, Plunkett has the best name.
And they are at very long range. Here. Very long. They're going to be out here.
Which way are they going?
They are moving. Well, let me go back and look at this map again. I'll tell you. So you are in Noricum. They appear to be leaving the gas giants and are moving to the 100 diameter limit.
They're getting ready to get out of here.
Yeah.
For them.
We could. Does anybody want to talk to them, or do we just want to ignore them and go ahead and?
I'm just glad they're not like looking for us and they're like military ships or something.
Right.
I was a little scared for a second. But
I don't want to talk to them because I don't particularly want to make our. I don't want them to notice us.
yeah, basically.
There's too many of them and not enough of us.
Yeah, let's just get head to the port and get fuel. Is that what we want to do, or do we want to? Yeah. Okay.
Fuel up.
We could do that.
So Noricum.
Since the new rules have frontier refueling is a more of a challenge now.
Yeah. I mean, but in this case, you might be better off frontier refueling because Noricum only has a Type D starport. Noricum is a backwater in the extreme. I mean, for having once been the capital of the Sindalian Empire, because its original name was Sindal, Noricum, there is almost nothing here. Most of the planet is bombed out and is infected with its own brand of viruses and biologics. The people that live there, they live a rather agrarian lifestyle, and they have a custom that people that reach a certain level of old age are sent out to redig the essentially it's a fire line beyond the death zones, and those people never return. Of course,
right.
It's kind of like Carousel from Logan's Run. It's like, oh, the stone in your palm of your hand is glowing. Go out and dig the fire line, old man. And that's the end of that. However, you have been to Noricum a couple of times, and the first visit you actually met the legitimate heir to the Sindalian imperial throne, and he's now a turnip farmer. And, and I believe he gave you a document allowing you to basically be knights of the Sindalian Empire or something to that effect. And I mean, it's all bullshit. None of nobody's ever going to believe it because it doesn't matter, and he could care less. So yeah, I mean there's nothing here. The Type D starport, it basically has like a gravel landing field, and it would have unrefined fuel anyways. So it's up to you if you want to bother.
Gregor has the wafer jack that gives him good piloting, so I think that wilderness refueling is probably okay. Yeah,
Yeah, +4 in piloting.
that's way better than me. So
Okay, so which of you is going to pilot you towards the gas giant?
Gregor.
All right, so Gregor, go ahead and make a piloting plus dex check. Yikes. Okay.
13.
So it's going to take you. There we go. Transit times. It'll probably take you about 8.8 hours to get to the gas giant. Now, when you get there, Gregor, you're going to have to make a couple. So, here's the thing. When you're doing wilderness refueling, somebody's going to need to also do power checks.
I can do the power checks while he's doing that.
Okay.
I am 10. Yeah.
So
I'll be fine.
you are able to enter the wisp, which is the outer layer of the gas giant's atmosphere. It's very thin, and it's too thin to skim for fuel. Below you is the extreme shallow, which means if you can skim fuel in the extreme shallow, but it will take 10 times longer than the deep zone. Below the extreme shallow, level 3 is the shallow, and it says reasonably safe to operate, allow skimming for fuel at half the normal rate. And then, of course, the normal location is level 4, the deep. So you will have to make a piloting check crossing each layer.
Okay.
Which layer are you going for?
3.
Okay, so you're going to the shallow. So go ahead and make a average piloting plus dex check. Okay, you make it to level 3. Now down here, you will be at -1. Go ahead and make an. Are you at no? In the extreme shallow, you are not at a -1 yet. Go ahead and make one more piloting plus dex check to enter the shallows. Perfect. So in here, now is the tough part. You're going to begin skimming, so you need to make a difficult 10 plus piloting plus dex check, but you're at a -1 because of the turbulence.
Yeah.
Ooh, perfect. And Keith, make a engineering power plus intellect or education check.
11.
Excellent. So you guys pulled that off perfectly. You're not going to have any misadventures in the gas giant today.
Yay.
Went just well enough. That's cool.
All right, we will pick this up next week at 7 o'clock on Wednesday night. And you guys have a good night, and we'll pick it up next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night, guys.